Hey everybody, welcome to Hylore Gaming. My name is Amber and with me is my husband Joseph. We're playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild together. We'll be meeting many adorable talkative Koroks, completing the trials they've prepared for us, and find some way to get the Master Sword.
So last time we came to the Korok Forest, we got in, we bumped into Hestu, we met the great Deku tree, we saw the Master Sword there in the pedestal, and we couldn't pull it. We tried, but we didn't have enough fortitude. So we figure we'll check out the shrines here in the forest, we'll meet all the other Koroks, we will take advantage of their shop, and get all of this inventory expansion from Hestu.
It always feels so good to have extra slots for the weapons and the shields. I love it so much.
Yeah, so when we came in here, we had 65 seeds left, and so we were able to expand the weapons, the bows, and the shields a whole lot.
Yeah, I'll show you as soon as we're done. So we have 5 extra slots for the shields, 4 extra for the bows, and 4 extra for the weapons.
That is awesome.
So nice.
Can't wait to fill up the stashes.
Yep.
I love options.
Me too.
Let's see, we do have a yellow marker on the minimap. You want to see what that activated quest is all about?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it has to do with the Master Sword. You could look at your adventure log to see what it's about.
I think it is, because look, it's taking you right there to it.
So what does the log actually say, though? The hero's sword, through the lost woods and deep within the Korok Forest sleeps the sword that seals the darkness, a weapon said to be capable of striking down the calamity. Though you came to claim the sword, the Deku tree told you the blade would test you. Although you wielded it 100 years ago, can you pull the sword out in your current state? So, I don't feel like I really explained this well enough in a previous episode when talking about the relationship of the Master Sword with its wielder. The Master Sword is empowered with the power of the goddess Hylore. It is a sacred, supernatural power of the goddess herself that is so supernatural that it would kill a weaker spirit to even try to use the power, to hold on to the power.
Yeah.
So the hearts represent not just like his life gauge, but actually the endurance, the resilience that he has against anything that is supernatural. So he's not just dealing with like physical warfare. He's also dealing with the overwhelming power of the Master Sword over his spirit. So expanding his heart is actually giving him more spiritual endurance.
Interesting.
And that's why he has to expand his inventory of hearts.
So is that why the shrines are there? In order for him to...
Yep. It's in order for him to earn the fortitude that he needs in order to be deserving of the Master Sword.
Yeah, that's actually
because they could just give him the power outright, but then he would not understand. He wouldn't appreciate what he was even given.
Yeah.
Let's go into a shrine that's right here in the middle of the town. I call it a town. I guess the Koroks kind of don't do towns in the traditional sense.
I think it's this way. I do get lost even in the Korok Forest here, even though it's not super big.
The Keo Ruug shrine.
There we go.
Everything about the forest is unusually affected by magic because they wanted to protect the Master Sword. It's very interesting. Fateful Stars.
Okay.
So you want to go up here and read the stone?
Yes.
Look to the stars for guidance. The constellations are the key.
So I just recently did this. I actually have a lot of fun FaceTiming my nieces and nephews and doing, like, I'll be playing this Breath of the Wild, not this playthrough, but my own personal one, and I actually set up the phone so they can watch me play, and it is so much fun. So we actually did this together where I actually think they were playing it at this point when they were doing this one, and then I was able to help them. So there's 2 orbs, 2 rows, and we need to figure out which number those orbs belong in. See, there's those lamp posts that are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a constellation at the end of each row. You can see those 2 there. So what we have to do is look for it. We're looking at the furthest one right.
Yeah, it's nice and
And
long.
so then we look up onto this wall up here and figure out how many times that long skinny one
appears on there.
appears in here, and that's the number it will go in.
It looks
on
like
the
it
side.
appears twice. So 1 and 2.
So we'll take this to number 1. It was really fun doing this with my nieces and nephews because they were like, we're so confused. So being able to walk through it with them, it was really special. I loved it. So there's the same thing on this side. So there's a little tiny one, and that's up there.
Probably several times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the first row
This
is 5.
5.
And then the
other one is
one's
3?
3.
And if we get this right, that door
gates
down
will
there
open.
will open up. Yes!
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
But then the tricky part is there's
Yep, there's your monk. You're done.
No,
Time to leave.
No. Because look here.
Who put that there?
So there's this constellation pattern here. We have to do it all over again in the other room and get it correct in order to open the door for that chest.
We got 4 itty bitties.
Okay.
We got 2 of the itties. We got 2 of the extra medium and 1 of
Long
the extra
skinny.
large. No.
Crummy. Okay, let's go look.
So 4
Oh,
of...
there's 4 of the little ones.
Okay.
And 4 of
Oh, we
these.
forgot to mention you're playing. You've got the
Oh,
controller.
yeah.
In case you couldn't tell.
There we go.
All right.
That is good. Okay.
That would look so unwieldy. It doesn't look like it'd be comfortable to carry on the back.
It literally doesn't even look like he could be able to wield it.
I expect that on the back of a Goron or on the king.
Yes.
The king is so large compared to Link.
Yeah.
I think he could handle it like a one-handed sword. That monk looked like he was trying to pick his nose or something.
I wasn't paying attention.
He got his fingers stuck up in there and he was trying to hide it from Link. So we thought this would be a wonderful time to share with all of you how we have been taking advantage of the Amiibos in the game when we were not playing between the episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I kind of want to go out to a stable where there's flat land that would be easier to see.
Yeah, okay, so let's take advantage of that nearby stable.
Okay. Go down here.
Look at that! It put our horse back at the entrance of the forest.
Oh, interesting, because remember he got lost in it.
Yeah,
last
Jules was
episode.
way in there. That is so cool. I didn't expect the horse to
Weird.
appear there, so
Yeah,
that's just fascinating.
it is.
Huh. So Amiibos are the collector's items of different figures from the Zelda series franchises, the different games, and we've got these as the card set. This was a edition of the card set that came out in probably 2020. We got these.
Yeah, I think so.
So we have many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 24. We got 24 cards.
Okay.
With the Amiibo rune activated, depending where you stand, it will drop treasure chests, it'll drop loose forageables per card, and you can only use each card once a day. So we were able to gather different kinds of weapons and bows and, forageables and rupees. It's been great because it's just helpful to make a whole video series where we don't have to spend an awful lot of time foraging and hunting down treasure chests because it's super repetitive and we're really more interested in the story building. I mean, like, if you counted minute for minute all the time you would spend collecting treasure chests versus the progress of the story in the game, we would be killing a lot of time on treasure chest hunt. Treasure chest. There's a treasure chest again. Treasure chests, we just didn't want to kill so much time on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the Amiibos are
Very
invaluable.
handy. Very handy.
So we came to the Amiibos kind of late, and a lot of them weren't readily available in the market. So when we heard about these cards, we were interested in these and just got a set of this from Amazon, and you can get great deals on a complete set of the cards.
Yeah.
Much more affordable than the original collector Amiibos were.
Which were little statues, basically.
Yeah, so I actually got some of the statues of Link and Zelda up here in our living room, and I have them on the shelf next to our pictures.
But they're not Amiibos.
They're
though.
not.
Yeah,
so
but they're just really
I'm not
cool.
opposed to getting collector's items
Yeah.
or spending some money. I love the collector's items. I just
Yeah.
wasn't interested in buying all of those Amiibos because that would be hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
And you can get the entire card set for, I think
it was
like
like
20,
16.
20, yeah, depending
these
on
were
which set
16.
you buy.
And I
party down the
really love the Amiibos too because of arrows. That was really well timed. But I was not planning on that. But you can only buy so many arrows, so the Amiibos are super handy. Aha! Hopeful flint and one arrow. Don't you think these crates should hold more than that? I think so.
Yeah. Who packed these packages?
Not very efficiently, that's for sure. Ooh, an ancient core. That's good. Makes sense that comes from a guardian.
Yeah.
We have that full.
Weapons full. Okay.
Oh, we don't have
Still
the
slots
bows.
for arrows. Bows.
We still have more.
Still for
That's
shields.
funny. Sometimes, I feel like sometimes there's a whole lot of
Weapons?
shields.
Oh.
Or a
Oh.
whole lot of bows in one thing. Like, this one was heavier on the weapon side. It's just interesting how that goes. You just kind
Yeah.
of never know what you're going to get.
All right, let's get back into the forest.
Alrighty.
Thankfully, we got that. Oh, you want to delete the marker there?
Oh, yeah. We've already done that.
Thankfully, we got the teleport gate.
I remember right. I don't think that it ever feels dark in the Korok Forest.
I think it does feel like nighttime.
Does it? Okay, I don't remember.
Well, you mentioned yesterday that it never seems to rain.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it ever rains in the Korok Forest.
Yeah, see, like, darkness is like this. It never seems to get darker than this.
Yeah.
And it's because it's enchanted. It has a different mystique about it.
Yeah. So anything there is to pick up in here, it's either Korok leaf or a branch, so... There were a couple frogs I saw earlier, but...
We got some silent...
Silent Princess.
Yeah, silent princesses.
But just right up here next to this.
Yeah, what I love about where the stones are here is that each of these stones that are situated around the Triforce Triangle represent the different races and peoples of Hyrule over
Really?
their histories.
You mean these little stones or the big they're three corners?
The bigger ones that are upright.
Yeah.
So there's like the three larger ones, and then there's like others that are situated that are smaller, a little bit off in the periphery. They represent other groups as well.
Like right here.
Yeah. So once upon a time, this would have been pristine and well manicured, and the stones would have had more intricate designs.
Sure.
In a very bygone era from a previous Zelda game. And it was distinguished like, well, this is the Gerudos, and this is the Zoras, and this one is the
Interesting.
Hylians, and this one's the Ritos. This one here represents the sage of so-and-so, and this is the other sage of such and
Oh, my
such.
word. I did not know that. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
But it's all weathered down because of so much time.
See, I would have thought that these ones on the corners were like representing the Triforce.
And it could be. Maybe the races and the people are
on the
the smaller
these
ones.
smaller ones, okay.
Yeah, so we got the Triforce of
So-
wisdom and power and courage.
Yeah. Huh.
You want to talk to this big old guy here?
He looks kind of like an elder.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I feel like that, but I do.
They remind me of the Ewoks. He looks like the leader of the
Yes.
Ewoks.
You? Could it be? You're Mr. Hero! Mr. Hero is here!
Such a stupid sentence. How am I supposed to say this without laughing? There There's a mushroom. Okay.
The mushroom on my head suddenly sprouted today, so I knew something was up.
I don't know why that strikes me so funny. Oh dear.
It was a prediction you would come. I think us Koroks all got together and prepared some trials just for you, Mr. Hero. If you pass the very tough trials we've prepared, pulling out the Master Sword will be a piece of cake. Probably.
He's very honest.
Among the trials is an extra tough one designed by me, the Elder of the Korok Forest.
Now that I'm thinking about it, the Koroks are the Ewoks.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
They're
They're tree people.
Yes. Forest dwellers.
Even their leader kind of resembles the leader of the Ewoks.
That's so cute.
So, will you test your mettle in the Korok trials?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep doing everything everyone asks of you without question, you're gonna get conned eventually.
So what are you saying, Master Korok?
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the Korok trials. Long story short, you need to visit all the shrines in the Korok Forest so that you can be considered a real grown-up.
This coming from a Korok.
Yeah, right?
Trial 1. In the Southwest Forest, Trial of Second Sight. Trial 2. In the Northwest Forest, the Lost Pilgrimage. Trial 3. In the Eastern Forest, the Test of Wood.
I love their names.
I know, right?
If you can overcome the Korok trials, you can overcome anything.
Wow.
We've also prepared some wonderful prizes for you. Now, show us what you're made of. All right, do your best.
It being 10:30 and all, I'm not really concerned about the time of day in the forest.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't feel like night.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's apt to be Stow Goblins and the like at night in the forest, because unless they are just bound to be there.
Yeah.
Because of the enchanting over the forest.
Yeah. Before we leave here, let's go up here and
Check out the interior.
Yeah.
This is underneath within the Great Deku Tree. It's
Yes.
like their shops. And the cooking pot.
I love how this is lined with flowers.
Did you notice that the light is actually a lantern made out of like a pea pod?
Pea pod, yes! They're all over the woods too. They're so cute. I love it.
Glowy
So-
happy.
So here's the store where you can buy
Useful
stuff.
items here. You want to talk to the
Actually-
Korok?
Well, look who we have here. Hello, Mr. Hero, and welcome to the General Shop. I sell a lot of stuff here. Things that I gather in the forest, things that I don't gather in the forest. Please choose anything you want, or have you come to sell?
We've come to buy.
If there's anything you don't need, please let me see it. I love seeing things from outside the forest.
Should we
Arrows,
get
of
some of
course.
these?
And cane sugar is hard to come by, so it'd be good to grab those.
Okay. Here, let me get so we can see better. So up here is more shopping.
Oh, nice. The stamella mushrooms are useful for sure, and the iron ones give us attack buffs. We like the truffles. I like to imagine that they're made of chocolate.
Yes. You do know that
Oh,
they're
now
mushrooms.
I need my chocolate.
You do know they're mushrooms, love, don't you?
No, they're made of chocolate.
Oh, wait, the iron shrooms? You wanted to get some of these too?
Now I want to go get my chocolate. Yes, go ahead.
Well, if you want to pause real quick, you can go get your chocolate.
No, you keep shopping and I'll go get my chocolate.
Okay. And then over here is the inn where you can sleep. Leaves on the bed. It's so cute. I love it. And then here is the goddess statue here. So whereas they don't have like a whole huge settlement, they have everything you need in this one little tiny settlement.
I'm back
It's back
with
this
my
chocolate. Bye. Okay, so
Spoils
I
of Halloween.
can't remember which direction we want to go.
You're heading towards Lake Saria,
Okay.
south.
Oh, I see there. Oh, there's a lake right there. Okay. So I'm going to put a stamp there so I can see. Because it is a little discombobulating in this forest. I can get turned around. Okay, so we followed this path.
Notice how the music stopped?
Yeah, it's the Korok theme ended. And the Lost Woods. So thankfully, in this little pathway, you can't get thrown out and lost like you did.
Probably if you try to climb out of the
Yes,
path.
but just walking, thankfully. So up here is the Korok. We need to go talk to him. This way to the trial.
A Hylian seeks to attempt the Korok Trial. Is that even allowed? Who cares?
Well, that's the whole point. Isn't that why we're here, Zuki?
Are you attempting my Korok Trial?
Of course.
Oh, wow! You really want to try it? I guess it's worth asking after all. Let me tell you about this trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right?
I laugh because I know this trial.
What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry. I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about that as you take on the trial.
Oh, this was not the one I thought, so I don't think this
Being
one's
called
as...
Trial of Second Sight, you'd think it was the second trial, but it's supposed to be the first.
So I think what I've seen people do is use this where you can see the iron in the mouths of the trees. So we know that we have to go from there to this one.
Now I need coffee.
Okay, so now we need to find the next one. Okay, this shit is not... There are boulders so far. Oops. I got thrown back to the beginning of the trial, I think. I just got too far. I was trying to find... Okay, so I come here.
Maybe you tried to take a shortcut.
Well, I'm looking around for the next one and I couldn't find it. So now I'm scared. Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay. So it's any wonder what is up with these trees and their appearance. I know that there's different theorists that have ideas about why they appear to be dead or to be mutilated with those gruesome looking tree faces, or...
Yeah, because they literally are a face. Oh dear.
Oh. Well, it is 4 a.m. In another hour, they should just vanish.
Be gone shortly. Oh my word, he just picked up that little one! And to throw it!
Two in one blow. Good job.
Oh my god.
Everybody showed up to the party.
Okay.
What did it do to our trial, though?
I hope it didn't mess it up.
Back to
Okay, back to
your
regular
originally
progress.
scheduled hunt. Yep, so here's my theory. My take on why the Lost Woods is the way it is. Yeah, so my theory about the Lost Woods being creepy with the faces in the trees, the appearance of style monsters in the creepier parts of the woods, I think it's all an elaborate enchantment, and not because they are dead trees or that they are tortured trees or anything like that. I think that their appearance is different because of where they happen to be located and being enchanted.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So the tree probably doesn't mind what its appearance is because it serves a greater good for the entire forest.
Yeah.
They're here to protect the great Deku tree and the Master Sword on the inside, and the Deku tree has raised all of these koroks and wants to look after them. The outer sides with all of the creepier trees and the mist and the enchantment that takes people out of the forest if they get lost is all an elaborate spell that is protecting the important things in the middle.
Yeah.
Because people suppose that these trees were dead or that they are inflicted with pain and they suffered.
Oh, interesting.
Or something like that. And I don't think that's that at all. I think that if you lifted the spell, that the trees would return to their actual natural appearance and look like healthy trees.
Huh.
They are here and serving a purpose. I think that they appear this way.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Feed me the aged shield guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind.
Okay, so those monsters were probably supposed to be there.
Yeah, because we want that rusted shield.
Okay, so I think I need to put that shield down on the ground.
Actually, he said to feed it to him.
Yeah, so I need to drop it so I can use magnesis and pick it up.
Oh, okay. I was curious that there was a rusted shield on the mound.
And he drops a chest. Ooh, look, there's fish in that water. And there's another tree we're going to have to get to.
Hint, hint.
Okay.
Nudge, nudge. There's ducks in there. And
It's such a weird
good
spot
fish.
to have wildlife for some reason. It's kind of surprising.
So I think you actually need to use magnesis to
And get
take
that
the chest with you.
If I remember right, you're right.
What if you try to get that fish?
Oh, there's a korok leaf in the water. Oh. There we go.
Yeah, the stealth fin trout are some of the more
Rare.
and useful. So,
So I'm going to go ahead and use this to
so
push.
this is not how you're supposed to use rafts, but if you're using magnesis, you can push rafts with the magnesis power.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to use the koroks, right?
You mean the leaves?
Korok leaves, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
I'm gonna
I
set this
prefer the
down.
magnesis way.
It seems much faster. Okay.
Please place my chest in my mouth. The shield eater's brother stole it from me.
The other tree was technically the shield eater. Okay, come on. Don't bounce around so much.
Who'd have thunk that those
There we go.
koroks would be in cahoots with the Shikas?
Interesting. You're right.
It does raise an interesting unanswered question. See, these koroks were explaining to us that they created these trials. And that would suggest that they did this recently for Link and expected him to arrive any day. So, what about these 10,000-year-old Sheikah shrines that happen to be in the forest
Yeah.
and triggered by Link completing the trials? And I think the best answer is that the goddess Hylore is the goddess of time. And the power that the ancient Sheikah derived from her often gave them foresight or time travel. And they were seers that saw the future and know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So they put the shrines in there 10,000 years ago and made them in such a way to be triggered by the Korok trials that they knew would be made 10,000 years later.
Oh, interesting.
And they just waited for 10,000 years for the circumstance to come to fruition.
Interesting.
And unbeknownst to the Koroks, who may not have even existed 10,000 years ago.
That's really cool.
That means we got 4 orbs, so we do have the opportunity to get 1 more heart.
Oh, yeah.
I really want those hearts so that we can get the Master Sword.
Yes, yes. You just saw while you were getting your chocolate, the little goddess statue.
In the shop,
in the shop.
tree,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
where the cooking pots are. What does the Korok have to say now that you've finished the quest?
Congratulations, you've completed my Korok Trial. I hope you found something nice inside of the shrine.
Yes, it was a giant ancient core.
I think he's straight ahead,
Oh, there he is, down low.
blended in. He's wearing camouflage. That was a funny joke. He's wearing camouflage.
It just struck me what you said. I'm sorry.
Tasho.
Oh, you're Mr. Hero, right? You're going to do the Korok Trial, yes, yes? I knew it! I'd like to ask you a favor then. Mellow Oki just now set off to do the Korok Trial. Normally I'd go along too, but Oki insisted on going alone. I let Oki go, but, well, I'm just getting worried. Could you please follow Oki without being seen? I want to be sure nothing bad happens.
The Lost Pilgrimage.
This one is interesting.
We're trying to follow a young Korok that wants to complete the trial on his own. And if you spoil it for him, it'll make you restart the trial again.
So you can't get close.
We need to follow him, and we may run in... Everybody be quiet.
Then he keeps walking.
But he backtracks sometimes, and
Well,
he'll
and then
catch
sometimes
you.
he goes faster. Like right now, we've totally lost sight of him.
Yeah.
But you can't go too fast, or
I
else...
wish we could put a marker on him and know where he was on the map. Thankfully, when you see his talking bubbles, that helps you figure out which way to go.
You have to look really carefully at the... It's really hard. See, the grass is tall, and then he's short.
Yeah, midday, and it's like the middle of the night.
It's hard because, like, I'm straining to see.
Me too.
Okay, so he's leaving.
Oh, okay.
This trial doesn't test any skill except for my patience.
Yes.
It's kind of annoying.
It
I'm like,
definitely
I just
tests-
want to be done already. That's kind of creepy.
Remember, when he sees the shrine, he can still be kind of slow at the end of the trail, and you can still spook him
Yes.
until he gets right up to the shrine. I think you're good now.
Okay. I'm still scared. I don't want to mess it up.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
Yay, I made it! I finished the trial! What? Who's there? Hey! Are you that Mr. Hero guy? You know, Mr. Hero? Guess what, Mr. Hero? I did the trial all by myself. Aren't I brave? Oh yeah, you're probably here for the shrine. The great Deco Tree said that the monk's blessing is waiting in the shrine ahead. Why don't you go and take a look?
Thank you for your offer because I was a little afraid of you getting spooked again.
Nice, another one.
Love ancient cores.
2 down and 1 to go. Oh, Oki came back. Talk to him.
He said he's all grown up now.
If you want to go back to the shrine, just follow the flowers. They won't let you down.
Oh,
That's right. If you follow the flowers, you won't get lost.
I kind of want to take everybody up to the top of the Deco Tree. Is this it right here?
yes. Probably. Yes. Yeah, there's more to see up top of the tree. If you climb right up over his face, he'll sneeze. I'm kidding. They should do that, but I don't
They
think
should.
it
That
is.
would be really funny. So here's this little sanctuary up here. With some water and plants.
Huh.
Hmm?
Walton. It's such a normal name.
And I was having such a nice dream. Wait, if you're here, does this mean that you want to face the ultimate trial?
Yeah,
What
sure,
does that
go
mean?
ahead.
The ultimate trial has begun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll tell you a riddle about an object. Your job is to solve the riddle and bring me the correct object.
Oh.
Here comes your first riddle. Small, red, round, and sweet. Bring me one of the simple treat.
Oh, I know that.
Have you figured it out? I'm guessing you're more stumped than the base of a felled tree.
Hey.
If you place the right object on the leaf, I'll dance for you.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, he doesn't really have faith in us.
Okay. We all know that what he's talking about is watermelon? No,
A
no, no,
wild
no.
berry. No.
An apple.
Apple! It's an apple!
And he dances for us.
That's it! That's it!
Seriously?
Not bad.
The next riddle is Kakariko Village's specialty fruit. Its rock-hard flesh is quite resolute.
Do you know what it is? I know what it is. Rock hard flesh. Specialty fruit of Kakariko Village. What is the one, quote, fruit that you can find in Kakariko Village? The fortified pumpkin.
Oh, I don't think of that as a
As a fruit?
fruit. So that's why I
Me
was
neither.
stumped.
Yeah, I mean the apple, come on.
Fortified pumpkin. The next riddle is the salty shroom will warm your bones and makes its home in warmer zones.
Oh, I think I know that. That would
It's a chill shroom.
doesn't warm your bones though. it would be a sunshroom.
Yes.
Oh, there was a firefly.
Sunshroom! That's it! That is it! The next riddle is, its scales and tail will zap you, no doubt. The shocking swimmer is called a fish.
Okay.
There's a lot of fish. Not that one.
Nerd.
Volt fin, probably.
Oh, electricity, yeah.
Voltfin trout! That's it! That's it! The next riddle is, this is the last riddle. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
If stepped on by this, you will go poof. It starts with an H, it ends with an oof.
A hoof? No way!
Lionel hoof. That's it! That's it! I knew you could do it, Mr. Hero. Here is your reward.
Oh, he
Oh!
had the goods.
Nice!
I'm fresh out of riddles. You've outriddled me. Very impressive.
Okay, I have never done that before. That's really cute.
So you know what the one thing is that's missing from the Korok Forest?
What?
Korok seeds.
You're right.
You know, Hestu explained to us originally that he had the stash of the seeds. I just wouldn't be surprised if Hestu was a little bit selfish, with all those seeds. Like, he had 900 of them, and he kept them to himself. And so his little brothers and sisters and cousins and the like, they wanted to take them from him to play a game. So they steal his seeds. He can't use his maracas without them. But Hestu isn't the type to compete like that, So he
Yeah.
just kind of like gave up without even giving it a shot. The Koroks are really hiding out there, like for hide and go seek, waiting for Hestu to show up someday, and he's never going to find them, and he's never going to look.
Interesting. Okay, you want to do this one? This trial
Oh, yeah.
for us?
This is the test of wood.
Yes.
We'll talk to Mr. Korok here. Damia.
Hey, hero guy! I was told you'd be coming. But do you really think you're ready for the test of wood? Some say it's the hardest of the Korok trials. But it's not complicated. All you need to do is equip the Korok weapon set and reach the shrine at the back of the area. Are you ready to try it?
Yeah, I'm in.
Alright, go get him! You have to keep the sword, bow, and shield equipped the whole time. If they break or you unequip them, you're out.
Let's do it.
Alright, get him!
And it replaces my stash, and then we travel into the woods. The test of wood.
So
It feels like I'm getting in a race against myself or something.
it does. There are going to be bad guys along the way, and we don't want to break the wood or the wood shield, bow, or sword because we'd be out.
Yeah.
So being strategic with those things is important. Boy, that's a 3-shot bow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think all of these are.
Aw, come on.
You gotta make your shots count.
Yep. There you go. Sometimes they jump away from the area too quickly and miss the bomb blast. Oh, and those boxes even have stuff in them. Nice.
Gotta be prepared for anything.
Yeah. Shot.
Yeah, it doesn't always go
Ice
so well.
arrows.
Gotta beware of using the bow too much, though.
Yeah. Bluey. Oh, you.
Got one of them.
Good job.
Got two of them.
Good job. There's a third one out there.
Excellent.
Nice!
You just don't want to waste the arrows and the like.
Well, this is also that mud again.
Yeah, if we get into this, we're going to have to
Start over
retry.
again.
Ha ha ha. Forest Dweller's Sword. We have one more swamp territory.
So remember, this is where I think somebody does some fire arrows or something, and it gives you an updraft that you can use.
Oh,
So like if you go this way...
as long as
this
the
next
grass gets
island.
on fire.
Yeah, see, oh, see right there.
Oh,
Oh, so you do need to kill that dude.
I don't see an updraft though.
Although maybe if you kill them, it'll cause fire.
Oh, no!
Come on!
It took me back to the beginning.
Dang!
Thought it might just put me on the edge of the swamp.
You got it.
Thank you. Well, it does appear that we don't have to worry about the monsters along the way.
Yeah, I wondered about that. They don't respawn. Oh, maybe... Okay, that one you didn't kill, so that's why he did. So we need to kill that fire-shooting bokoblin first. And then...
It makes sense.
Then when you shoot those fire choo-choos, it'll cause the grass to catch fire and do an updraft, and you can just float over to the shrine.
Ah, man, he's too good.
There we go.
Excellent.
There you go.
As it was meant to be.
Go!
Congratulations! You've passed the test of wood. Well done, Hero Man. Happiness awaits you at the shrine.
Happiness.
Happiness.
I should think that the advantage of doing this trial again is that if you wanted those weapons back after breaking them, you could always come back for the weapons.
Oh, I suppose.
Maag Halan's blessing. Ooh, ancient.
Another giant ancient
core.
core. The
Beautiful.
last one was that as well.
So, this is awesome. We
Yeah.
completed all of the trials in the forest. We didn't probably meet all of the koroks, but we got through many of the ideas. I wonder what the sign says.
Yeah, I wondered that too.
The test of wood and the forest exit shortcut.
Cool.
By shortcut, it means if you go there, it'll send you back to where the horse is, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Now, we still have the issue that we haven't pulled the sword, and we have enough orbs to have 11 heart containers.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get this one done here at the goddess Hylore statue. Passing right out of the deco tree.
Go bring peace and such.
So this means that we now have 11 hearts. So now if we try to pull the sword, it still won't work because we need to have a minimum of 13, I think it is, to withstand the pull to collect the Master Sword.
13 hearts, yeah.
So, once upon a time, a handful of episodes ago, we met the strange, cursed statue in Hateno Village. And if we go to him, we can exchange stamina vessels for heart containers, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we go there now, we can make a deal with the cursed statue. Don't pay attention to the fact that he's cursed. But if we make a deal with the cursed statue, then we'll have enough of the heart power to collect this sword.
Take it.
I love how this is just an option, and you can take advantage of it. There's no hard feelings, and it's kind of weird. We're not making a deal with the devil. We're just making a deal with a statue. That's all.
That talks to us.
You come to tamper with your essence, yes?
Yes, please.
So I'm curious to know if any of our viewers use this for anything else rather than getting the Master Sword. Let us know in the comments, because I'm super curious, because I was wondering, is this statue there purely for us to be able to get the Master Sword at an earlier time? Okay, let's try. Will it work this time?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Was very close. This is giving me the chills.
Your master will come for you.
This is the one time there's a
Until
memory that
then,
Link
you shall
sees
rest
that is not his
safely
own.
here.
It's the memory of the sword.
Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
Because Link was injured, so was the Master Sword. And because he healed in the Shrine of Resurrection, the sword did as well.
Look at all the chips on the edges, too.
And that's why I think in the logo for the game, the sword looks all battered and torn, and now it doesn't, because it healed along with Link.
Nice.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I will do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
The Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Only a hero chosen by the sword itself may wield it. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest, but be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on this sword alone to defeat Ganon.
I suggest you free the divine beasts before facing him.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up everything for part 19 of our Breath of the Wild walkthrough. Come back Tuesdays and Fridays for new episodes. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. May God bless you all. We'll see you next time. Cheers.